Alright, you beautiful peoples of the internet, it's me Glyn, Cheapskate Gaming News and Tech Reviews, and back from my recent video where I did a look at the Matrix running on Unreal Engine 5, which was super impressive to say the least. Really fantastic draw distances, detail of graphics, shadow, ray tracing involved there, ambient occlusion, the way the deformation of the cars and all that. Anyway, enough about the Matrix demo. I found out that there's a game that's running Unreal Engine 5. So what's the game? Well, it turns out it's Fortnite. Game that I haven't really played much in years. Played it a little bit when it first came out. What would you say? Season 1, maybe Season 2. Played a lot of the, what you'd call the Save the World part, which isn't the multiplayer Battle Royale, it's the other part. That I used to quite enjoy. Anyway, that said, we thought we'd take a little look at what's going on with the Battle Royale mode and if the Unreal Engine 5 makes a big difference to the graphics. Now, I must say that really the last time I had a really good go on this would have been on my PS4 Pro. I think I've had a couple of little looks at it on PS5, but not much. I think I tried out the 120 FPS mode. So anyway, I've put it on 4K mode here, not the 120 FPS, to try and get as much of the clarity of the graphics, and just having a little look at what's been implemented into the Unreal Engine 5 version. And from what I can see, I can't really see that much. There's definitely improved lighting, and there's a sort of more clarity to the detail as well. Everything looks a little bit cleaner, a little bit sharper. Slightly, I would say, slightly higher res textures than the old version of Fortnite. But I was disappointed to see a lot of things that they were showing off in the Unreal 5 Matrix demo just haven't been implemented into the Fortnite game. Damage modeling is exactly the same as the year one Fortnite. Stuff still pops in and out of view. I'm pretty sure, although I didn't get a proper chance to test it, but I'm pretty sure that enemies just appear again at about, was it 250, 350 yards? You know, whereas on the Unreal 5 Matrix, I'm just going to call it the Matrix demo from now on, but from the Matrix demo you could see objects way off into the distance. You know, you could see people walking about, you could see a car literally from the other side of the map. Well, not in Fortnite, no. And considering it's a Battle Royale as well, you can't really see moving objects and other players. After they reach a certain distance away from you, they just disappear out of sight. Which is funny, because when the game first came out, the first 2 seasons, you could see people right across the map. It was something they changed within the game, and I think it was to try and improve frame rates. But on PS4 Pro it used to play quite well. You could unlock the frame rate and play it at, I'd say, an inconsistent 60 FPS. But to be fair, the PS5 version of Fortnite runs beautifully smooth at 60. I didn't really do much testing at 120 FPS, but even then it's quite hard to tell. You know, if it drops a few frames at 120 FPS, then you're not really going to notice it. You've got to have a super keen eye to really know what you've been looking at, to see any drops at 120 FPS. You know, if it's dropping down to 80 frames, yeah, you're going to see that. But if it's dropping 120 down to 115, even 110 frames, it's going to be takes a very sharp eye to spot that. So, yeah, I mean, the game looks clean. The graphics look nice, but I couldn't really see much difference. I think it's just basically it's had a little bit of a polish. That's all I can see. It still uses screen space reflections, as you can see on the water on a little bit I'm going to put up here, and they're not even nice screen space reflections. They're quite sort of, they're not really backed up by cube maps. You know, if they'd had some decent cube maps thrown in there to back up the screen space reflections, it wouldn't look so egregious, but it really is quite daunting on the eyes, that is. It's not nice at all. So apart from, like I say, a little sheen, a little bit of a polish, slightly, but I'd say definitely better lighting, Not much really going on there. It's quite disappointing. I mean, Fortnite is Epic Games' big hitter. It's brought them countless bags of money over the years. Let's hope maybe in the next year or two they might start implementing those little features. I mean, why not stick the bit of lumens lighting maybe, or the nanite system? A nanite system would have been really nice in Fortnite. Then you could see everyone across the map. You could see every object on the map. It would look stunning. But maybe it's a case that they've got to basically change every single texture and every single 3D model in the game to do that. Because by what we've seen so far is that nanite seems to be, every time they've shown it off, nanite seems to be working on like quixel scan, what they call quixel scans. Which are special assets of real-world objects that have been scanned and processed. And of course, Fortnite being a very cartoony-looking game, can they use nanite on that sort of graphics? I don't see why they can't use the nanite on that. But there we go. So that was my little sort of overview of Fortnite. Quite disappointed. There's not much to show. I can't really pick out one point over another that I could say, oh, check this out, this is a lot better in this Fortnite. But no, there was nothing really like that other than the same old Fortnite. Just looks a little bit nicer, looks a little bit more cleaner, I would say, but definitely doesn't look very next gen. And of course, as we know, it's cross-generation game, still running on Xbox, runs on a Switch, runs on the PlayStation 4, so maybe we've got to wait for those consoles to really sort of drop off a bit before they separate the PS5 and Xbox Series console games and the PC version, to basically break them off and separate them out. Because while it's all combined, I think that we're not really going to see a big upgrade in a game like this. But there we are. So that's Unreal Engine 5 running in Fortnite. Don't expect a whole lot of change or a big difference. If you didn't know it was there, you probably would never have guessed it was there. Anyway, this has been Glyn, Cheapskate Gaming. If you enjoy this sort of thing, consider hitting that, punch that like button, although does it even matter anymore on YouTube? No one knows. Anyway, I'm out of here. Bye now. Have a good one. Ta-da.